and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Welcome to Safe Screen Guardians. Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Welcome to Safe Screen Guardians. Together, we're equipping adults to guide, protect, and empower the next generation in today's digital world. Welcome aboard.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future. The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future. The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Discover that our children are growing in a world that is far more complex than the one we knew. Get rich quick pressure, identity confusion, digital overload, ritual tendencies, broken values, and even drug abuse. Too many children are growing up without the right tools to survive the 21st century. We can't fix the future by shouting children of nowadays. The painful truth is, adults missed it along the way. Parents, guardians, systems, communities. But this is not a time to blame. It's a time to fix it together. You fix the future by training the people who train the children. I'm talking about parents, guardians, caregivers, teachers, community leaders, and even mentors. And that is why Train the Trainers Summit exists. An intervention whose time is now. We are raising children with values, emotional intelligence, purpose, and of course, resilience. This is real nation building. This is how we secure the next generation. Join the movement, support the cause. Train the Trainers Summit is an amazing initiative, and of course it has come to stay. But this is not a job of one person or an organization alone. It's a job for all of us. We are calling for support from everyone, government, individuals, everyone. Let us come together and build a better future. For support and donations, you can visit our website at www.tdicfoundation.org. Support us today and let's build a future together. Every child is your child.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Good morning, Warri.
This is Train the Trainers Summit, Anambra.
Akaliki. Good morning, Enugu.
Good morning, Akwa Ibom. Good morning, Uyo.
Calabar, man, it's good to be here.
Port Harcourt, those of you that are here, River State, we honor you. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, Kwara. Good morning, Ilorin.
Good morning, Abia. Right? Good afternoon, Igbo. Good afternoon, Owerri. Good afternoon, Edo State. Good afternoon, Benin City.
Today we are in Bayelsa.
Good morning, Ogun State. Good morning, Abeokuta.
Shine like Oshogo.
Ibadan, make some noise.
Good morning, Ekiti State. Good morning, Ado Ekiti. Good afternoon, Ondo State. Good afternoon, Akure.
That concludes all the states in the West for season 2. 17 states, 18 locations done and shine the light all through. Wow. Shine the light, Nigeria. Shine the light, Delta State. Shine the light, Anambra. Shine the light, Ebonyi State. Shine the light. Shine the light.
Shine the light.
Rivers State.
Shine the light, Abia State. Shine the light, Imo State. Shine the light.
Edo State.
Shine the light. Shine the light. Shine the light.
Shine the light, Ekiti State.
Shine the light, Ondo. Shine the light, Akure. God bless you.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
Hello, Guardians. Good evening. Are we ready? Good evening and happy Sunday. Can you hear me? Blessing. In fact, Blessing, you're going to win an award. Blessing, you win an award. I'll give you a power bank so that your phone will never go down. Chats are admin. We'll give you a power bank. Your battery will never go down. You've always been the first to come. Blessing Obanwa. If you can hear me, please say, I'm here. Blessing, well done for being consistent and always being early. I see Beatrice. Well done, Sister Me. I see Mr. Matthew. Thank you. We are here. We are here. Thank you for being patriotic. Thank you for believing, the next generation, the lives God has put in our hands matter. Thank you for believing in the nation. Thank you for believing in the future of our next generation and particularly, our children. Thank you for counting this, worthy of the times we're in. Thank you for understanding that this is 21st century and we need to navigate more intelligently and, get digital to be able to face the challenges of the 21st century. Welcome. So we'll start. Welcome. Right. Okay, so Elijah, I see all. Esther, I see all of you. Welcome. So I'm sure you all got your emails. Let's start here. Before we talk about what our children are watching online, let's talk about what we are watching ourselves, what we are posting ourselves, and then what they are watching us do. Last week, we said, before you post them, pause. Yeah, today we are saying, before you post your own, be very careful, watch, because they are watching. All right, so because our children are not only learning from our instructions, they're also learning from our priorities. They are learning from our posts. They are learning from our timelines. They're learning from what we are celebrating. They're learning from what we reward with our attention. Yeah? Whatever we give our attention, they see it as important. So every time we post, we are saying, this is worth sharing. That is what we are sending. That's the message we are sending. So every time we chase likes and views, we are teaching them that we believe is worth pursuing. When we are chasing likes and views, we are letting them know is worth pursuing. Every time we turn a private moment into content, we're teaching them something about privacy. You get? So every time we make something degrading, sexualized, humiliating, or reckless go viral, we are helping to define what the next generation may eventually consider as normal. You get? So here is the uncomfortable truth. Yeah, here is the uncomfortable truth. Children don't just inherit our genes. They inherit the culture we create. Do you understand? Whatever we see as normal, what we normalize is what children will also take as normal. So we are creating that culture every single day by our activities, by our timelines, with our phones in our hands. Do you understand? So the content we produce today may outlive us. Not may, will, shall outlive us. That is, the same internet does not forget. So the things we post for entertainment may become part of someone's permanent digital identity. Did you hear that? Please allow them to grow up and choose by themselves. Someone's permanent digital identity. So the standards we compromise today may become the standards our children accept tomorrow. So guardians, before you post, ask, what if my child is watching? What is my child watching? What will my child say? Ask yourself, what is my child learning from watching me, my digital footprint? What I'm doing online, what I'm shaping out there, what will my child say? Because the future isn't only being shaped in classrooms alone, or in our homes and in government offices alone. Yeah, it is being shaped in our timelines as well. That is why this conversation is important. We're in an age where the future is now also shaped. The future is now also shaped in our timelines. So, and whether we realize it or not, they are watching. And those things will be there. It will outlive you. And the question is, what are we watching? What are we teaching them? What are we showcasing? All right. So in the Guardian brief, we said, we came with the letter and we told you, stop it now. They are watching. So at this point, welcome to Safe Screen Guardian. This is season or session 5. Yeah, welcome. Remember, this is a 3-month program. So we are neck deep into the second month. It will end next month. Yeah. While we now, take on those people that want to have proper guide to set up their devices and all of that, will handhold you. So welcome to today's edition. We'll hand you over right now to Tom Ifrey. Tom of Tomphonics, our Safe Screen Guardian head of faculty.
Okay, so good day, everyone. Good day, everyone.
Thank you, Tom. Welcome.
Okay. Okay, good day, everyone. And welcome to, should I say day 5? Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, week 5. Welcome to week 5. It's been an adventurous journey, and we are glad, the feedback we are getting, and thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for being with us. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Now, you coming over, that shows that there is value from what we are giving. So, Mr. Goster has actually said a lot, and I'm just going to bank on what she said. So when we talk about digital safety, some of us immediately just think about children. and think about what they are watching, who they are chatting with, what apps they are spending, they are using, and whether they're spending too much time online. But you see, in this week 5, I want us to turn the camera around, because before we ask what children are doing online, we need to ask who they are learning from, and what they are learning from us, the adults. Okay? Children are actually seeing how we use our phones. They notice what makes us excited, what we laugh at, what we share, what we celebrate. So if I tell a child not to seek validation online, but I become overly excited because one of my posts gets 1,000 likes, there's a contradiction. Can you see that? Now the child is learning that attention has value, right? So digital safety is not only about rules, it is about example. Before children learn our instruction, okay, they first study our behavior. Yes, they first study our behavior. Now, I want us to see social media as another classroom. Okay, of course, it is a classroom. Another word. There is no timetable here in this kind of classroom, no school bell, no lesson plan. You see, but teaching is happening every day. Every day. Imagine a family disagreement taking place and an adult begins recording it. What lesson could a child pick from that? You see, that may begin to think, or actually, they may begin to think that, oh, conflict is something we can publish rather than resolve. Now, imagine somebody is embarrassed and everyone reaches for their phone because the moment is funny. Again, a lesson is being taught. And we may later now tell these are children that, respect people's privacy. But what have they seen us practice? Family need to create moments that are deliberately off the camera. Off the camera. Discipline should be private. Some of you want to discipline your children, and the next thing is you pull up a phone so that you can tell the internet. I don't know, maybe you've seen one video like that from what they said it wasn't a child though, but that one is none of my business. Now, this was the woman that was videoing a guy. Oh, she said it's her son. They were living together, and was like, the guy was just using the F word on her. I'm talking about, in Nigeria, not outside the country. The boy was just using F word. Then she was like, my people, come and see you. This boy that I am feeding is the one insulting me, blah, blah, blah. Just sit down and be looking at him. And she was just like, don't worry, as you are growing, what was she even saying that? They will do that to you. And just like, seriously? Is it the right time you needed to bring out your phone? What are we teaching? Discipline should be private. Or is it a father that will bring out his phone because he wants to beat his children so that he could get, or he can get validation from online that, yes, he is a disciplinarian? Emotional breakdown should be private. Sensitive family discussions should be private. Every meaningful one does not need an audience. Sometimes the healthiest family culture is one where people know they can make mistakes, they can cry, they can disagree, and they can recover without wondering whether somebody is recording them. It's unfair that a man is emotional. I don't want to say crying. And you're bringing out the phone to say, oh, such a man. And you now write the caption. How many men rather can be this emotional? This takes a strong thinking that you are doing a good thing or a nice thing in his lowest moment, emotional moment, and you're bringing out your phone. I've seen when someone had an accident and the first thing is everybody is bringing out the phone. Bringing out their phones. What are we teaching children? You see, social media has created one of the strongest reward systems we have ever experienced. You post something and immediately the numbers start speaking. The views, the likes, the comments, the shares, right? The followers. Now, imagine a child watching an adult celebrate those moments repeatedly. The child may not understand algorithms, but they understand excitement. Follow me. They notice when mommy shouts, "Woo! 10,000 people have watched this. Wow!" You know, this one has gone viral. That's like, oh my God. I'm also talking to myself too. Yeah. You see, gradually, a lesson may start forming. And that kind of lesson is attention is equal to success. And you see, this is where we adults need to be very, very careful. I'm not saying you don't have to celebrate your wins. I'm not saying you don't have to celebrate. Of course, getting likes, getting views, going viral, it's an achievement. Trust me. That is when it has to do with a business. And the thing I tell everyone or anyone around me is, let it be what gives you money to take care of your family, but not at the expense of your child or your children. Because attention is not automatically evidence of value. Sometimes foolish content actually travels faster than useful content. I hope you know that. Because I'm in the knowledge industry, and I tell you that it takes months for one of our posts in the knowledge industry to even go viral. But if it were, vulgar and all of that, 24 hours, the list goes up. Shoot, sporadically. And if you notice too, sometimes harmful content gets more reaction than responsible content. Now, you see, we need to teach children to ask better questions than how many views did I get? They should ask something like, was it useful? This content, was it really useful? Was it respectful? Did it harm anyone? Would it still be worth doing if nobody applauded? You see, that is how we're going to be separating visibility from worth. Do you understand? Good. Now, see, but there are actually moments when the most responsible thing an adult can do is just put the phone down. Put the phone down. Just put it down. If somebody is crying, help them before you think about recording them. If a child is being corrected, that is not entertainment. Oh, you carry out your phone. See as my neighbor is correcting a child. Haven't you seen content like that? That's humiliation. Someone is going through a medical problem, emotional distress, or a private family conflict. Their vulnerability should not automatically become public property. Because you are teaching a child is seeing this, and that part of them where they have empathy would not be activated as they are growing up. That's why we are having so We're having adults with cold hearts. We are having adults that you would wonder if they are a human being. You would wonder if they have a soul. And I keep on telling people that most of the adults we see that we say, to fear quoi. It's mostly upbringing. Upbringing. Not that they got into adulthood and they change all of a sudden. Mostly upbringing. And you now have your own child and children. And you're not teaching them empathy. Every little thing they want to video, because to them it's what? Content. A content is not supposed to humiliate somebody. A content isn't supposed to bring out what is private into public. I won't go the other route. Let me just stick with the slide here. Now, we need to understand that holding a camera does not give us ownership of another person's dignity. In fact, I rarely even make a video of me when I'm out, let alone doing it for another person. Let alone. So it's mostly they'll just remind me that, oh, you need to take a picture, you dress nice. Now, sometimes even ask yourself, if this were happening to me, would I want someone recording it? Would I? Will I be okay with it? Will I be okay with it? Someone is stranded on the road and you are bringing. I may correct the person there, but I don't bring on my phone to want to now start videoing the person. It's wrong. What is wrong is wrong. It's bad. Imagine you were crying. Imagine you were sick. God forbid, stroke. And the next thing is they just bring in the phone and start saying, imagine. Would you want someone saying, oh, wait, this is funny, let me record it? Look at the way an adult is crying. No, imagine. Most of us will actually say no. You see? So, do not demand a lower standard of dignity from children simply because they are younger. Vulnerability should trigger protection, not publication. Please write that down. I want you to write in the comment section. Vulnerability should trigger protection, not publication. Write it. Vulnerable, let it go far. Let people see it on your status, your comments, the comment section, your Facebook. Write it and now put the hashtag safe screen guidance. Yes, let's do that. Admin, please post it. Post it in the comment section. Vulnerability should trigger protection, not publication. Hashtag safe screen guardians. I want to start seeing that in the comment section now. Let's go on. I want to see in the comment section. Let me know you are following me. Let me know you are following me. I'm waiting. Vulnerability should trigger protection, not publication. Let's copy that. Let's post that. Let's post it on your status, on your Facebook, your Instagram. Let people know that when it's vulnerable, that is not the moment to start publishing. Be human first before content. Everything is not content. For example, look at what just happened between Tony Elumelu and the other lady. What seemed to just be a little correction has been blown into proportion. Yes, we all have a say. But the insult, the hurling, and all of that, does it have to come to that point where we need to, I read comments where people were even insulting the great grandfather, the father, and the family members. Can't we be human? Can't we be humans first before content creators? Okay, moving on. You see, aside upbringing, I also get to know that environmental matters. When we were, on the trainer tour, most of us, we keep on reminding ourselves of this phrase that it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. But that can be said in this generation. Will you allow your neighbor? Can you allow your neighbor correct your child without being biased? As a teacher, when I was growing up, there were times that we don't allow, or we won't wait till we are being reported to our parents. In fact, when a report is going towards the house, to the ears of our parents, we shiver because we know what will happen. We don't do anything bad in school so that our parents would hear. Just hear. Our parents dare not come to the school. Apologies, please. We dare not allow our parents come to the school because we are done for. You're done for. You don't go and tell your parent that you did this and your teacher reprimanded you. They will reprimand you again in the house. You can't go to the school and embarrass the family. But can that be said now? A reprimand from a teacher is an invitation for a busy parent that ordinarily will not come to school. And the child is there watching. And the next thing, the mom is bringing out a phone or the dad is bringing out a phone. Haven't you seen a video where a parent went to the school, slapped the teacher, both the father and the mother? What are we teaching these young ones? The video, you don't need to ask them, we posted it. Sometimes we ask the child, can I post this? And the child says yes. And we assume everything is fine. But see, we need to understand that consent requires understanding. A 7-year-old may not understand that, oh, mommy wants to put a picture on Facebook. But does that child understand screenshots? Do they understand reposting? Do they understand searchability? Do they understand that someone they have never met may save that image? Probably not. So this is why we adults must carry more responsibility. As children grow older, involve them more deliberately. The word is deliberately. Ask better questions. Would you be comfortable if your classmates saw this? Would you still like this online when you are older? Is there anything in this picture you want kept private? Deliberately. That is the word. And very importantly, allow children to change their mind. Allow them. They are not like you. If they later ask you to remove something, take that seriously. We are teaching them that their boundaries matter. That's what we're teaching them. You see, one of the biggest mistakes we make online is assuming that deleting something means it is gone. It may disappear from your account. I said that last week, right? But somebody could already have saved it. Someone could have downloaded it. Someone could have copied it. Someone could have reposted it. That is why I call it a digital shadow. And we have this phrase that everybody says, the internet never forgets. Now, the original moment has passed. That's okay. That's true. But the digital copy may continue following the person. You see, a video that looked funny when a child is 8 may become embarrassing when that child is 15 years. The context changes as the child grows. Okay? At 25, that same content may appear completely different again. We cannot predict the future consequence, no, but we can reduce unnecessary exposure. Yes, we can. Before posting, please ask yourself whether this needs to be public at all. Families can preserve memories privately. I think I taught us that we can use Google Drive, right? One of the smartest cloud storage. You can use Google Drive. You can use a hard drive, an external hard drive too. You do not need to broadcast every memory. You can do that for you as an adult, but not children. Not children. Not children. Sometimes the safest footprint, digital footprint, is the content that was never uploaded. Good. Are you learning something? Are you learning something? Good. You see, we parents, we sometimes also complain that children overshare. They record everything. They are seeking attention online, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes we need to examine where they learned those habits from. If adults post every family meal, if they post every disagreement, if they post every emotional moment, and if they also post every private experience, children may begin to see oversharing as normal. I said normal. If they see us record people without permission, they may do the same. If they watch we adults publicly insult people and receive applause for it, guess where they're going to practice it? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. You see, this is why we need digital culture. In as much as we have values and culture in our different homes, we should have digital culture and digital family values too. I said last week, in your family, decide what remains private. Decide what needs to go out. So that even when an external person is coming to your house, they understand. Everybody needs to tell them, this is not what we do. Oh, we don't do that here. No, we don't do that here. They know. They know. Decide what type of content should never be forwarded. and let children, your children, see you practicing restraint. Let them hear you saying, no, I don't think this belongs online. See, this sentence may teach more digital wisdom than a 20-minute lecture. Okay? So, let's move on. Variability needs an audience. Yes, but the audience also plays a role. Imagine someone uploads uploads an embarrassing video involving a child. You did not create it, but then you watch it several times. Then you now forward it to your WhatsApp group. Something I have actually done when I see any child content or children content online, I don't forward. I don't. Sometimes I just let it go. Okay, sorry, my network just. Don't, when they post, when you see a vulnerable moment of a child, please don't share it. Don't share it. Don't share it. I'm still hitting it. Don't share. Oh, you want to make a point? You can blur the face. I mean, blur it. You really, even when you blur it and other people have shared it with, you are still adding to it. But it will be best you never shared. Don't share. Take down the video. That I usually tell some of them, take down the video. Take it down. I have sent chat to some schools. You know, when it's like there was a time a teacher was teaching and a child was almost naked. I went straight to I said, please take. They didn't really see it, but for me, I look at every detail. Every detail. Please. Always, you as the audience, you also have a role to play. You don't see an embarrassing child moment, and that's the moment you want to now lecture your own child. With that same video, can you see this child? Can you see what he did? Good moments are okay, or positive moments are okay, because most of us, we don't really talk more about the positive things because we don't want to feel, what's that word? We don't want to feel that my child is not the one doing this, so there's no need sharing it. There's no need talking about it. Why do we then now talk more about the embarrassing and the bad ones than the good ones? Why? Why did that the bad ones travel faster than the good ones? It's because many of us don't like, as the audience we are, we don't showcase more of the good ones to the bad ones. So you as an audience, so you may not be the one now creating it, but you are watching it and you are sharing it. Share good moments, not the bad one. Are you feeling me? Are you feeling me? Okay. So this is the most practical part of today's session. But I want you to leave with something you can use immediately. And that is, before you post anything involving another person, especially a child, create a pause. And you ask, does this actually belong to me to share? Is it my right to share? Just because something happened around you does not automatically give you the right to publish it. No, not at all. Second, ask whether it could embarrass that person later, not now. Probably someone that is ill and lost consciousness. Look beyond the main picture. Third, check privacy. Is there a school badge? Is there a house number? Is there a location, document, personal information, the clothes, the dress? Check in the background. Then fourth, ask what behavior what behavior you are modeling. If your child copied exactly what you're about to do, would you be comfortable? And ask the final question. Would I still post this if nobody could like, if nobody could comment, or if nobody could share? You see, these questions, they reveal what I call motive. And for those of you that studied law very well, and the security personnel, you understand what motive means, right? Because most times in a court, they don't look more about, when there's evidence, and they also look at motive. These questions, motive. Sometimes what we call sharing memories is actually chasing reaction. I want likes. I want likes. I want views. I want to trend. For you, I'm not saying don't trend though. In fact, trend as an adult, but not with children. Except it's something positive that even 10 years, 20 years from now, they will be happy and be glad about it. I want to end with this responsibility, not fear. Children are watching how we use technology. They notice whether we respect privacy. They notice whether we need an audience for every experience. They notice whether likes change our mood. They notice how we behave when somebody becomes the subject of an embarrassing video. And one day, those observations may actually influence how they behave online themselves when they start attaining 13, 15, 18. But there's another audience we really think about. That audience is the future. The future. That is an audience. The future. One day, your child may be old enough to search their own name and discover the things we adults posted about them. It's happening now. It is. What do you want them to feel? You want them to feel protected? You want them to feel respected? You want them to feel exposed? So that's when they talk about, even when you want to report online a case of maybe the rape, a case of child molestation, you don't need to show the child's face. You don't need to. It's not for the public. Pass the message. A child was molested, and this is the person, blah, blah, blah. Not even the child's name. Now, when it now needs help, and someone was ready to help, and the person is legit, go inbox. That's how we have private inbox. So it becomes confidential, because that same child, after the child has been healed of that trauma, what is still on the internet will continually haunt that human, that child till adulthood. Because, like I said, the internet never forgets. Is it okay to have a public cry about a child being molested? Yes. Is it okay to shout about it online? Yes. Is it okay to ask for public sympathy about your child being molested, or a child being molested? Yes. But is it okay to show a picture of that same child? No. No. The public will still show you sympathy by writing about it. But there will still be some pedophile and there will be some idiots and not, I'm sorry to say, which is the word? Where is the child? Show us the child. Please don't listen. Don't listen. They don't need that. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is, some people will just want to see the person so that they are telling another person, this person is growing up, this one has been molested, this one has been. That's what some of them want to do. So that the face is there. I want to notice that these days now, even when someone wants to get married, they go to the internet first to check. Google the person's name. If the person has had any embarrassing moment, either a scandal, be careful. Be careful. Many men and women. So some of your marriage may not be an achievement, no problem. Many men and women in the course of the marriage is because they've gone online to see something in the past that was not supposed to be there. Protect that child today. Protect that child today. Because there's an audience that is not yet now, you don't know now, you've not seen now, that are waiting for them. And that's called the future. They are watching. Not just our children. The internet is watching. The future is watching. He's watching. You know, back then, before the internet, when they need to know who you are, they check your family name. They go to your village, to ask, this is the child of Okeke from Imuagbala, from this clan, and all of that. Now we don't need to know. We don't need to go to your village. We just need to go to the global village. So, protect that child. Protect that child. Nobody has the right, and nobody should have the right to record your child and post it on the internet. One, even with your consent, they don't have the right. They don't. Even if they were filming somewhere and accidentally your child was there and they're saying, no, I was filming that place, but excuse me, my child is, they don't have the right. Shout it to. They don't. They don't. You can go read UNESCO, UNICEF Act and all of that. They don't. Protect dignity before engagement. Protect privacy before popularity. Protect the child before the content. I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you about content creation as regards children, as regards you. My name is Samuel Efre. And once again, welcome to Safe Screen Guardians. Question or questions? Did you learn something? Yes, I'm done. So let me see. I would love to. Time for questions. We have a few minutes. And if any question, I would love to take questions. And how far have we gone with, the lock it down, the privacy, and what we've learned so far in the last 4 weeks? Please ask your questions. Some of you wanted asking questions, and I will be here to respond to you. Or I will ask a question. There are two forms of, lock we can actually give to our, for our children. One is in one browser, the other one is another browser. Who can give me the names for those two locks? Drop it in the comment section. I am waiting. Thank you, Matthew. I will be waiting for questions. Okay, Madam is here. And did you invite somebody for today's session? Remember, invite, share this. Please share it. Share it. Share. Welcome back, ma'am.
Whoa. Thank you, dear guardians. I hope you learned something. Thank you for being here. We'll see who would bring 5 guardians to get digital next Sunday. The more the merrier, because we want the message to go around the world. Yeah. We're advocating for our children. So their parents, guardians, school owners, church leaders, pastors, everyone raising our next generation. This is an engagement. This is a discussion you must get involved in. We need to get digital. This is 21st century. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for counting yourself in to save the next generation. We are grateful you're here with us. We are grateful you're walking this journey with us. Thank you, because this is real impact and you are making impact. Thank you so much and wish you a beautiful week ahead. See you next Sunday.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.
You will discover that our children are growing in a world that is far more complex than the one we knew. Get rich quick pressure, identity confusion, digital overload, ritual tendencies, broken values, and even drug abuse. Too many children are growing up without the right tools to survive the 21st century. We can't fix the future by shouting children of nowadays. The painful truth is, adults missed it along the way. Parents, guardians, systems, communities. But this is not a time to blame. It's a time to fix it together. You fix the future by training the people who train the children. I'm talking about parents, guardians, caregiver, teachers, community leaders, and even mentors. And that is why Train the Trainers Summit exists. An intervention whose time is now. We are raising children with values, emotional intelligence, purpose, and of course, resilience. This is real nation building. This is how we secure the next generation. Join the movement, support the cause. Train the Trainers Summit is an amazing initiative, and of course, it has come to stay. But this is not a job of one person or an organization alone. It's a job for all of us. We are calling for support from everyone, government, individuals, everyone. Let us come together and build a better future. For support and donations, you can visit our website at www.tdicfoundation.org. Support us today and let's build a future together. Every child is your child.
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation, advocating for children's brighter future.